Hey, you guys, it's me, Mary Setrakian. Welcome to episode 6 of Master Voice Teacher Reacts, the Legends and Icons. Well, as I said in my last episode, I have had the most incredible good fortune to work with some icons of our world. This particular episode, I want to focus on an icon who thought he couldn't sing, and it's the great late James Gandolfini. Now, James, along with some other amazing actors who I got to work with on a film by John Turturro, it's called Romance and Cigarettes. So it was James along with Kate Winslet, the great Bobby Cannavale, and I got to be their master voice teacher to prepare them for this film where they were supposed to be singing. Now the thing is they were supposed to be singing along with other great artists like Engelbert Humperdinck, like James Brown. But so the idea was they were going to lip sync to these other artists. Well, the really cool thing that happened is after I worked with these guys, John Turturro said, "You know what? I'm really liking their voices. Let's put them in the movie." So I couldn't feel more proud and excited to be a part of that. So here I am, a huge soprano fan. At the time, James would come over to my studio and we would work like 3 times a week getting him ready for this film. And it was such an honor. He was such a cool guy. And some of you people out there, some of you people, you students of mine, when I'm in class, sometimes I swear. I do. Sometimes I swear a lot. It's for a purpose because I can be really a good little girl and I try to like break that. And so I'll say, a few F-bombs and things like that. Well, if I did that with James Gandolfini, I remember one time, trying to like free him up and I used an F-bomb and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, gal, don't, whoa, whoa." And I thought, oh my gosh, Mr. Soprano is telling me to clean it up. So I never swore with him again. Isn't that cute? He was so cool. So by the end of our work together, I remember thinking, oh gosh, I hope he's enjoying this. I hope he likes our work together because and I thought, Mary, he's like your big brother Scott. He's not demonstrative, but he's enjoying this. So my last day of working with him before he ran off to set to start filming, he was sitting on my couch and we were going over the work and he said to me, I feel so much better when I leave here. And I'm like, oh my God, he loves the work. He's going to go use it. So I was really honored to work with this man. And gosh, our world really misses him. But I want to share with you and react to one of the songs that we worked on, A Man Without Love. It's sung by Engelbert Humperdinck, but you'll hear James Gandolfini singing along with him and also soloing a bit through the song. So sit back, enjoy, take a listen to the great icon, James Gandolfini. So here's the late, great James Gandolfini, A Man Without Love. You'll hear Engelbert Humperdinck in the background, and the movie is directed and invented by the wonderful John Turturro. Let's watch the very first part of this scene.
I cannot face this world that's fallen down on me. So if you see my girl, please send her back to me.
This is incredible. John Turturro had James Gandolfini singing live on film a cappella. A cappella. Now, you see him coming in to the scene. Talk about previous circumstance. Something just happened, and you can see him full of emotion, full of truth, full of something that just happened. And he is literally singing through that a cappella. Now, as far as technically in his voice, what we worked on was breath and support. I'm going to talk about that a little more specifically today because I bet you have a lot of questions about that. But you know how I talk about resonators? What was interesting with James is in the beginning, he was very nasal. He was really, and we widened it to more of his cheeks so that these resonators and bones and cartilage and all of those air pockets wider would resonate. And so here he is. It's this truthful scene. We're completely drawn in, and he's just adding pitch to the monologue. It's stunning. I'm just so thrilled. And okay, he's not a trained voice. This is the first time. This is his debut singing. His debut, and it's a cappella. I'm just overwhelmed with pride that he gave this to himself. And John Turturro, what an incredible director to have him come out like this and expose his voice and his great acting ability all in one scene. Amazing. Let's keep listening.
Tell her about my heart that's slowly dying.
Did you see that? That's slowly dying. He's like dying. He's thinking about dying and singing dying. And so what happens is a tone comes out that I can't teach you. That is his work. Now you'll also notice as we go forward, the sternum here, you'll see it popping out as he sings. What that means is the support. Let's just talk about breath and support for a moment. When we breathe in, when we inhale, we don't want to breathe at the top of the lungs, up here. We want to breathe at the bottom of the lungs, just like we do when we're sleeping at night. It's crazy, but we have to like learn what the body already knows. And I'm not going to go into the whole diaphragm thing that happens. Well, maybe I will a tiny bit. This diaphragm, this involuntary muscle, it by itself, it contracts and drops down. It pushes aside the organs, so the tummy comes out on the inhale. On the exhale, the belly button moves in. Slowly dying, and the sternum, we'll see it pop out because there's no tension here. Now, that's a lot of information. Don't worry if you don't get it yet. Let's go forward and check it out. This is beautiful. He's singing along with the great Engelbert Humperdinck.
Say I can't stop myself from crying. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above.
So it's so fun because we're seeing not only James, but all the other guys in the scenes and in the scene, and they're coming in and they're singing. Once again, we're hearing all of that beautiful resonance from every character, and they're kind of in their character voices. They're just letting it live freely through whatever character they've chosen. It's really cool. Now, I don't know if you checked out James's belly button, but it moved in, and he's going to be singing a high note coming up, as I recall, and it is like the most gorgeous high note. I remember being in session with him going, James, you just hit a high note like James Brown. He's like, I'm glad you liked it. I'm like, yes, I like it. He goes, well, good for you. I don't know. He just kept doing it. So let's see. It's coming up. I know it's coming up somewhere. Let's find it.
Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Who is a man without love? Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Who is a man without love?
That's the great Bobby Cannavale. See the guy in the orange? Oh my goodness, he is so rockin', and he has done so many movies. I mean, they go on and on and on. The most recent was the Oscar-nominated The Irishman. Yeah, he's in that movie. So there he is. He's going to sing right now.
Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love.
Did Did you see that? They're all dancing, having a ball, and I can't say this enough. This whole mouth thing. Every day I wake up, they're all letting that release out, and he's using the body to also release in the dance movement. It's really fun.
Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out, lonely in the land we don't know.
Okay, there was James. He lonely as a man without. That was so stunning up there. And he is letting the belly button move in, and he's just being the vessel. It's coming through his body. He does close his eyes for a hot second, but then he opens them. The eyes are the window to your soul. Doesn't mean you have to be, like this all the time. But you can't close your eyes, you guys. Be careful. Don't sing like this. The audience isn't going to connect to you. He opens the eyes. He feels it, and then he opens them. So that's really amazing work. I'm just so thrilled that he was able to sing along with Engelbert Humperdinck, that it wasn't him just lip syncing. He got to sing, and he does many other songs in John Turturro's movie Romance and Cigarettes. So you should go check it out. Let's see if there's any more. I think it's just the very end here. Let's watch. He's staying in the scene. I know it's a movie, so the scene's continuing, but even in auditions, even on Broadway, you don't want to go, and now I'm done. No, you stay in. You keep breathing. You keep living the character. What a great, great example for us to watch. He's a master actor, just a master. And now he brought his voice, and it's through his mastery of acting that he is singing. So thrilled. To the bitter end. To the bitter end. He stays in. Now he's lighting a cigarette. I think the cigarette choice is really kind of amazing. He's got the other characters are now dancing around him, and I think a cigarette is a way to block the emotions. It's just too much to take. He just put his heart out on the plate, and now the character doesn't want to feel anything anymore. So John Turturro chose to have him light up here and just try. It's like he's trying to get through. And one way to get through, especially you really sensitive men out there, is to cover it. So the actor is going into that character work of just, let's cover those emotions, because you know what, man? It's too much. And there's Bobby Cannavale in the background. There's James blowing out the smoke. They're all looking at another woman walking by. It's so cool. The thing that they say about musical theater is that the minute that it's just, you can't talk about it anymore. You got to sing about it. And I think John Turturro really did this beautifully. It's like you've got spoken dialogue in this movie, and then just like a show, and then it's like it's so, the emotions are so big, you got to sing about it. And now he's using just, they're not even speaking, but they're still dancing. It's still part of the musical theater, kind of style, that they're still in the emotional life of it all. It's really beautiful work. I'm just so thrilled. Take a look at Romance and Cigarettes if you get a chance. It's a movie to really check out. It's one of its own kind. And boy, James Gandolfini is one in a trillion. Thanks for watching. See you next time.